Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you a soap inspired by Schitt's Creek and their hotel, the Rosebud Hotel. This is our Rosebud soap. It is scented with a really delicious fragrance from Brambleberry called Rose Quartz, and it has a rose bush inspired design. So stay tuned if you want to see how we make this Rosebud soap. Alrighty, let's get our lye water poured into our signature plant-based oil blend. And like always, that ratio for that oil blend is down in the description box below if you wanted to use that for your own soap making experience. We will blitz this up until it is to a nice light emulsion, so there's no oils left on the top of the container there, and then we will strain in our colloidal oatmeal along with just a little bit of water to offset what the kaolin clay takes out of our soap bars. We'll blitz that up as well just to make sure everything is nice and well incorporated. There is no large lumps or clumps from the oatmeal in our finished soap bar. That's what that accomplishes for us. And then we will pour in our rose quartz fragrance oil from Brambleberry. This is one of the scents that we get requests for to bring back all the time. It is a really nice modern take on a classic rose scent. It's a little more hip and young with a little citrusy to kind of cut through that rose fragrance that sometimes kind of smells a little bit like potpourri or rose water. It's not really that fragrance. It's just really nice and bright and light. And then for the design here, I wanted to do something kind of inspired by like a pink rose bush. And in my mind, we have the like dark green leaves of the like rose bush that have been there for a little while. There's the nice kind of bright green new leaves, and then there is the pink rose bud that is what that mica that I am adding there is, and that is amaranth pink mica. And then I did put a little bit of, I want to say it's called peach shimmer or something like that in there as well, just to give it a little extra pinkness to the finished color. And then we have some nice kind of vibrant kind of sap green mica in that white pour container, and then a darker green mica. I believe that one is called Savage Garden from Mad Micas. It's a really cool, really pretty, dark kind of foresty green color. We'll scrape down the sides of our Cambro, and then we will break out our stick blender to blend everything up till it is a nice trace and it is ready to do our in the pot swirl. Like the introduction said, this soap was inspired by Schitt's Creek and their motel, the Rosebud Motel. We were trying to think of kind of some fun, cheeky, additional new fragrances to add to our Pride collection, and over COVID and quarantine, we were obsessed with Schitt's Creek. We still are. I dressed up as David Rose, and Zac dressed up as Moira Rose 2 Halloweens ago. And if I can find a picture, I'll put it up in one of the corners here so you can check that out. It was a really fun costume, kind of weird couple's costume. We are doing a classic in the pot swirl, but there's a little bit of a take on it that I wanted to do. I wanted to do an in the pot swirl with that dark green and that sap green to do kind of a little more bit of like a feathery swirl. And then I'm gonna blob in the pink soap batter, so like a drop swirl, into the actual soap mold here to hopefully get 2 different kind of swirls going on. And this was kind of an experiment. I hadn't really seen it before. I haven't done it before. So we will just have to wait till the soap cutting to see if that idea kind of came through in the end product. I did want to leave a little bit of the pink soap batter remaining to do a little bit of some feathering on the top of the soap bars there, so that's why I set that aside. We will scrape out all of the containers because we don't need any more of this soap batter, and we want it all in our soap mold there. Like I mentioned, this soap is one that we get requests for all the time. It may be one that comes back as a permanent feature for at least a little while in our kind of fan favorites collection. Those stick around a little bit longer, and then sometimes we swap them out. We will be swapping out our Peppermint Dreams fragrant in our coconut-free soap bar with our Lavender Haze fragrance, which is yuzu and lavender. That's going to be an update, and then we are also swapping out our Awaken coconut-free soap for a Pleather Daddy kind of permanent fixture as well, which is kind of exciting because those are ones that get requested a lot, but maybe we'll have to swap out Rose Quartz and Lavender Haze every once in a while, just based on fan reception. We will then zoom in the camera and break out our trusty little chopstick there and do just a really quick feathering, and then I'll clean up the edges, and that is the soap done, really. Now we're gonna spritz it with some rubbing alcohol, put the lid on it, set it aside for 24 hours, and then it is time to unmold and slice up. Off camera, I did use a steamer just to steam the top of the soap a little bit, to make it look a little bit shinier and a little bit more polished. We will then split this slab into loaves. We just got back from our Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetics Guild conference in Hartford, Connecticut this weekend, and one of the vendors that was there had a multi-slab slicer. So it basically splits a big slab of soap into loaves, and that is on our wish list for like the next kind of big equipment purchase. At least it's on my wish list. We'll then break out Dorothy, and it is time to see that swirl. And that is what I was going for. It's a little hard to see on the bar that I showed there, but you can really see it on the soap that is on the left-hand side of the screen there that hasn't been sliced, the different kind of green tones. I do find that green is a hard color to sometimes see well in the soap products until they are fully cured, so this looks even better in person right now. But that is it. That is our Rosebud soap, which will be for sale starting June 1st online and in person, and it is part of our Pride 2024 collection, so check that out while supplies last. If you are interested in supporting the channel, we do have a subscription service where you can get soaps of the month or candles of the month from us, discount codes, and of course shoutouts at the end of our videos. We appreciate each and every one of our subscribers here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below your favorite Schitt's Creek quote, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Bye.